Hey folks, logged in today to swap out my miners after doing some scale modeling work and was greeted with this. Interesting, right? Well, Doc, what'd you do to get banned? Well, apparently I was using my mouse software. So you look here at my mouse and look at the bindings. C6 I have auto click, A7 I have auto click. I started doing this quite a long time ago because a lot of video games require a lot of repetitive clicking, and you can quickly, well, I can quickly get carpal tunnel from any of it. Vermintide was number one, the first one. Just the constant clicking for the melee. Lost feeling in my fingertips. So I started using these things. Well, these things are not allowed in Lost Crusade, apparently. Not sure I understand the reasoning. Because this is not a real-time action game. There's like the thing that you're clicking on repeatedly is stuff in the Redeem store because the developers are too lazy to set up a bulk buy. So now that you know what will get you banned, I'm gonna explain to you some things that you can do that will particularly help you progress. Things that I've been beating around the bush on, haven't shown in video because I've been trying to be nice to the developers and understanding of the fact that they want to make money, and these things will theoretically take money off the table that they could be getting, although that logic is incorrect. Goes back to my video about Personal Armory, and that people were spending more money because Personal Armory was giving so much away to speed up progress, and then they took it away, and not only did people immediately stop spending money, quite a few people actually quit in my alliance on my server. They just cut back their hours or they uninstall completely. Oh, by the way, the ban is probably 24 hours. That's my suspected reason for the ban, because I've spoken with people on my server and they've said this has been going around. They've been banning for quote-unquote macros and auto clickers. So I'm on a merged server, so it's 4 servers that are merged together. You can still roll characters on each of those servers. So, and of course I'm on my alt account, which has not been banned, and also I've used an auto clicker on it, but I guess there's a threshold. Like you can do 5,000 clicks, but the moment you hit 6,000 you get banned. I don't understand. The developers can explain that. That's on them at this point. So what you are allowed to do though is, and go back and you can watch my speed leveling, my 3 videos on progress, because you'll recall that I was rolling these characters. It was this character specifically that I was doing for that video, Doc Salt Farm. So my main server is 72. My main account and alt account have their primary character on server 72. 73 is merged and linked. So I have 2 characters on one server. I could have 4 characters on one server on one account because of the merger. And so you say, well, what's the point of that? We can mine theoretically up to 4 times as fast. So if it takes you 2 months to mine the resources to get to BB40, and you go and you make a bunch of alts, well, it'll take you 2 weeks. Theoretically. That's if you're really on top of it. I've got some crazy people that are on top of it. So really, and I got mine kind of high up there. Both of mine, see, there's the other one, Doc's Salt Factory, and Doc's. So you notice I got a funny naming thing going on. Salt, Doc's Salt, because I'm salty. That's my farm. That's my factory, and I got another one, mine, that I started and then just kind of walked away from because I was like, you know what, this is too much for me. But there's some people that are rocking it. They've got all of them. I only got 2. So, yeah, you make them. You really only got to get them up to 15 or 16. You know, just get everything leveled up to the point where you lose the void shield, and then just log in, send out your miners, and then switch back to your other character. So every 3 or 4 hours, roll through your alts, send them off to mine, go back to your main, and then however frequently you feel like it, raid your alt. Come out with millions of each resource. Quickly speed up your progress. That's allowed. You won't be banned for that. That's actually common practice of many of the people in the game who aren't spending thousands of dollars and also want to compete. I mean, I've seen people on my server with 8 or 10 farms. It's funny. So yeah, that's allowed. Remember, macro's not allowed. Auto clicker's not allowed. Don't do it, but you can have farms. You know what else is allowed? And this is something that has boggled my mind for a while, is bots. Actual bots are allowed. There's bots. There's probably more bots on your server than there are living players. Right? I think I had this in a video and I edited it out because I'm just like, I don't want to punch the devs in the balls, but I'm just kind of over it. So here we go. This is a bot. This is also a bot. How do you know? Well, it's got the randomly generated name. It's either level 10 or level 11. View player statistics 30. So this one was just hit. They have an army power of... Alright, let me find one that's not recently hit so I can show you what you're looking for. But these are bots. All of these, and they're in a random alliance. You can go and view player, alliance info of like 5 people. It's always a random nobody alliance, and it's full of bots. There might be one actual player, but it's bots. It's bots all the way down. These are the low quality bots, but mind you, there's bots that are hacked. They have combat stats. They can one hit a high level player with like tier 5 units. They can do mathematically impossible shit. They're hacked bots. I don't think the devs even acknowledged their existence yet. I know there's a couple of people who've been hounding the devs about it, and they don't fucking care. I haven't run into them myself, but I've seen the evidence of them, and it's crazy shit. Here we go. So here's a level 11 one, and you can see its army power is 5260. I believe that's what they cap out at. It's 5,000 something anyway on the low end. And the level 10 version is, I think, like 4920. So this is your third giveaway that it's alt. They're all going to have the same troop power. They build an exact number of troops. No more, no less. Okay, that one's been hit. They've all been hit. I guess that's to be expected right after kill event. Slightly annoying for the video making purposes, but anyway. So yeah, they're all over. When they got their full number up like that, they probably have about 150 to 200,000 of each resource. So if you got a bunch of random warps and you got time and you just want to stockpile a bunch of, it's mostly fuel and steel is what they have. So you can hit those things. Just warp around and smack them around and take whatever you want from them. So yeah, those are allowed. The bot farms are allowed. They're feeding somebody resources. They serve a purpose. They're not just there for shits and giggles. Some group of people has made these things. So this is allowed. They're still here. I've never seen them removed. They all popped up right after the merger, so they're somewhat active. And there's more of them. There's always more. Oh, let's see. Think of what else is allowed. Just not a macro. You just can't use a macro. All kinds of other shit you can do. All kinds of actually ethically wrong, actual cheating. You can do that. So, oh, never mind that Maelstrom is a fucking disaster. All right. It gives me EVE Online vibes. Just the timing of, because I've been using an auto clicker to do shit in this game for months upon months. Because like I said, I don't want to get carpal tunnel syndrome. Sure as shit, not for this app. And it is an app. It's not a game. It's an app. But it will give you carpal tunnel. Doesn't matter if it's a mouse on a computer or a stylus on a tablet. So the sector tech does, as far as I'm aware, doesn't do anything. Combat bonuses are entirely random if they work. Your hero and research combat bonuses are almost never going to work. So this means a fresh level 40 battle barge can compete with a whale that has maxed out all of the research and heroes. It's funny. It's funny because it's like it's a train wreck funny. Never mind all of the. There's just all kinds of weird bugs and glitches. You can't warp around except for random warps and Maelstrom warps, and the Maelstrom warps cost 3,000 crystals. You can't use your regular warps. You have to use Maelstrom warps, so you got to spend 3,000 crystals if you want to warp to a specific location. Otherwise, you just got to hit random warp. And there's other things that they've finally fixed, but it's like the most important stuff's still not fixed. But whatever you do, don't use an auto clicker, don't use a macro. And can you believe they fucking misspelled my name in the AMA? I'm a community contributor, right? They have me on Discord. I personally submitted the questions from my video, including my own. They misspelled my name and completely rewrote my question. There was nothing wrong with the way that I wrote it. Oh, and the CCs have gotten a pay cut. Like a 33% pay cut. Like this, I don't know. I don't get it. But this is my farewell. This is my last video. Yeah, it's only a 24-hour ban. I can be back and playing tomorrow. You know, I've sunk quite a lot of money into this game, so I could go by the sunk cost fallacy. Is like, oh, I've spent money, I should keep playing. But I'm gonna be on the level with you. The only reason I've kept playing is to make community contributor videos to help people out, figure out how to play the best in this game. Oh, Battle of Ennio, while I'm at it. Battle of Ennio, snapshots your army. So make sure you're in your war strategy and have all of your combat boosts activated. Get all of your buffs activated, deploy your army, and it will snapshot those statistics. If you're not deploying your army with all of the buffs active, you're doing your alliance a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. That's why I keep playing. That's why I keep asking people questions. They keep telling me how to play better, so I can pass it on to you. But I'm done. I'm having too much fun doing scale modeling. This is taking time away from that. My last scale modeling video, last I looked, was 340 views. I haven't even tried to market it. Just YouTube's like, hey, we're gonna make people watch your video. And I'm gonna refocus on that. I'll be deadly honest. I actually have fun doing that. I do not have fun playing this game. This app is not fun. I started playing because my wife was like, I'm getting a divorce. And I'm just like, oh. So I needed something to numb myself with. This was a good anesthetic at the time. It was all right. But for me, it served its purpose. It's far outlived its purpose. I've moved on personally and gaming wise. I've gotten back into other games that I find more enjoyable, that actually require skill and strategy and thought, as opposed to just throwing money at the screen. It's and it's hard to say where it's coming from, but I'll tell you this. I can guarantee you, this is a hunch, but I can guarantee you Personal Armory, as we know it, is never coming back. They've done some good stuff. They've done some good changes. Maelstrom has a lot of promise, but except for the fact that it's broken everything. And the stuff that's broken in Maelstrom is broken everywhere on the server, so combat's bugged in the regular sector too, not just Maelstrom. So for those of you interested, I'm going to have a link to my other channel, my art channel. Those of you who are interested in gaming stuff, stick around. I'll try to have some something else here, something a little more exciting, a little more riveting. I think I'm going to avoid pay-to-win games on mobile for a long time. This is my one and only foray into the genre, so I can say I've done it. I gotta say, PC and console pay-to-win is way, way better. I mean, that's actually why I went back to World of Warships. I quit World of Warships because I'm just like, oh god, this is so bad. And then I played this. I'm just like, you know what? Guys, let me give you a moral of the story here. You can make more friends. You can make more money. You can theoretically become filthy rich and do anything in the world, but you know what you can't do is you can't get more time. Every minute you spend on something, that's an investment. What's your return on that investment going to be? Keeping up with this game, I was spending probably 3 to 4 hours a day, each day. Either actively playing or just in the background to cycle out miners, just so I could keep up with the content. Make it to 40, so that way maybe I could make an endgame video. And the return of investment is I got a 24-hour ban for using an auto clicker on my mouse, so I don't get carpal tunnel syndrome. I mean, I'm a lifelong PC guy. I'm very prone to carpal tunnel. I can lose the feeling in my fingertips in one day if I'm not careful. So if they're gonna tell me that I can't use the tool that I use literally everywhere else to preserve my health, well, I've said before, if I gotta choose between my job and my health, I'm gonna pick my health every time. And that's my job. If I had to choose between a game and my health, that thing's got no chance. So this game's got no chance. They're telling me I gotta choose between my health and this game. I pick my health. I'm gonna go do something that's fun now. something that puts a smile on my face, something that makes me feel genuine joy. If you guys get that out of this game, more power to you. Stick to it. Don't use a macro. Until next time, y'all have a good one.